The reason why we always feel stuck most of the time, we feel like there's no way forward. We feel that like things will not open up. We just feel blocked, stuck at a certain point from becoming like who we want to be. And now we are stuck like with who we are right now, and the person who is so like maybe beaten. You feel like there's no hope. You don't even know where this is going to. You don't know how this is all going to end. You just feel like broken, and you don't see a way out of the situation. Is because we are mostly stuck wanting to be who we were more than like who we can be. It's reflective in our thinking. We all we think about is like how good things were, how times were better, how like how can those times not just happen again. We think like we just want things to get back to normal. Because we want things to get back to normal, and we are thinking about all that used to be. We remain stuck. We don't look forward into tomorrow. We don't have new ideas. We don't have new thoughts. We don't have a new approach of looking at things. So it makes us get into this loop where we are in sort of like always in regret. But we are regretting what our own actions. We feel like we are victims. We feel like we are victims. Like life is just so unfair to us. We feel like we're just suffering in this life, but we fail to see that we have a hand in it. If we do is spend time like thinking about what was, and we are not thinking like forward, we're not looking like, okay, what new possibilities could be there? Like, let me try to make meaning out of all of this. Like, where do I want to go from here? How do I want to move tomorrow? How do I want to move today? We are not moving forward, so we are like stuck in the past, and it's something that is very common to almost everyone, because we feel like we are the ones who are suffering the most, and we feel that because we suffer, our stories are great. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Our stories are great because they are stories. Stories are meant to be great. And so, no matter what is going on, no matter how hard things may be for you now, the only way to start moving forward is to come out of that wishful thinking and see that we actually have the power to really change things for ourselves. We see that we have the power to move forward despite everything that is happening. We see that we can control some certain things. At least if we withdraw and move consciously in a particular direction, things are bound to change. And so we have to start bringing out new mindsets, like think differently. So you just withdraw like from everything, that even from the way of thinking that you may have, that is so, it's so like rigid, and you cannot see like the future. Just shut down from that sort of thinking and open your mind to new ideas, new things. It's like we cannot accept that we've lost, and which is a very bad thing. To take a loss is very, very fine. And because our cup is so full, nothing can be poured into us. So we need to take that loss. Take that loss and look forward into tomorrow. Once you take the loss, your cup is going to be open again, and new ideas can be poured into, new things can be poured into. God can now give you new divine messages for you to move forward. Everything guided by intuition, those instincts that we always have, like, oh, I have an instinct to go do this. I feel like doing that. I feel I should pursue this. Those are like the real moments when we are being like guided into on the real path. And so it's so difficult for us to walk on that path because we have chosen to walk another path, and that keeps us in this cycle of wanting so much more than we are actually putting in to get out. So we need to put in the effort to become who we want to be, because if you don't put in the effort, then you are not that person. Like, the person is that one who puts in the effort. The person is that one who, it's like that for him every day. It's like that. It's his lifestyle. It's second nature to him. It is not like a job for him. So to be that person, we need to sort of like be committed to our dreams. Give our lives to the things that we pursue. Give our lives, because if you're scared to give a life to a path, it means that you're not certain about that path, because you're still doubting and wondering if things will happen. But it only happens when you walk the path, and you cannot stay out of the path and wish that things from that path will move on to you. So I just want to encourage you that the storm is really in there in our heads, and we have the power to move forward into a new tomorrow. We have the power to turn things around, to find ourselves again. It's literally about us. Everybody has a story here on earth, and it's for us to discover our own stories. Those stories, how do you know your story? It's by looking deep into yourself. Who are you exactly? Find out what is that image that descended from the heavens or from the unknown into the known. Who is that person that left the unknown and came into the unknown and is going to go back when he dies? So that is the person that you have to find out. Who does that person look like? Because there's a lot of things that happen in our childhood or during when we're still in our mother's wombs that we cannot remember, but those things have a part to play in our life, in the way we do things now, in the way we move now. So we should always be accountable for ourselves, and being accountable for yourselves means you are able to know yourself. You're able to find yourself within yourself. And so I just want to encourage you. God is the greatest. He has everything figured out. Whenever you think that everything is going to crumble, just know that all this that is happening in this world is in the mind of God. And so He's the final say. Now, don't worry about it, but we are all moving back to Him. And so in one way or the other, our relationship with Him should be what is most important to us, because once that is done, then we literally have no problem. So do take care, and I wish you a blessed time. Bye-bye.